I just feel like you're a queen. You shouldn't have to talk to peasants. You're you.
But I had to figure, I'm like, okay, I have to figure out my space in it.
The unfolding drama involving Tony Buzbee, Jay-Z, and Roc Nation is shaping up to be one of the most explosive celebrity legal battles in recent memory. It's got everything: accusations of betrayal, shady tactics, high-stakes lawsuits, and even public figures like Nicki Minaj jumping into the fray. No matter which side you are on, this saga is impossible to ignore, and it seems like everyone has an opinion. So, what is really going on behind the glossy headlines? Let us break it all down.
Buzbee is saying, I did that not because he want to shake you down, but because you tried to scare my client, so she wants to come out swinging too. She's not backing down.
Tony Buzbee, a prominent attorney from Houston, isn't just taking on any case of Hadith-waging legal warfare against some of the biggest names in the entertainment industry. Buzbee has filed lawsuits on behalf of more than 100 clients, alleging misconduct against Sean Diddy Combs. But things took a dramatic turn when he also named Jay-Z in a lawsuit filed on behalf of an anonymous plaintiff. The allegations against both men are horrifying, involving an alleged incident that dates back to the early 2000s. The case was already heating up, but in a shocking twist, Buzbee is now accusing Roc Nation, Jay-Z's entertainment company, of orchestrating a campaign to intimidate him and derail his legal pursuits.
We intend to name people in these lawsuits. We're not going to do it in interviews. We're not going to do it, without doing our due diligence, because obviously, these types of allegations.
Buzbee claims that Roc Nation's lawyers, including Marcy Croft and the firm Quinn Emanuel, have been using underhanded tactics to sabotage him. According to Buzbee, private investigators hired by Roc Nation have been approaching his former clients, pretending to represent official state authorities, and offering them cash to file lawsuits against his firm. He alleges that these investigators even flashed fake badges to appear legitimate. And if that wasn't enough, Buzbee says he has proof audio recordings of these alleged bribes. He's called this behavior a direct attempt to obstruct justice, accusing Roc Nation of financing the entire scheme. It said, however, isn't sitting quietly. The rapper and entrepreneur has fired back with a vengeance, publicly denying the allegations and calling Buzbee's actions a blatant publicity stunt. Yetse's legal team, led by powerhouse attorney Alex Spiro, has labeled Buzbee a fraud, accusing him of filing frivolous lawsuits in an attempt to extort settlements from high-profile figures. In a statement, Jay-Z didn't hold back, describing Buzbee as a desperate ambulance chaser and vowing to fight back against what he called false accusations. Spiro has also doubled down, alleging that the case is riddled with inconsistencies and outright fabrications.
Period. Okay, so last hour when we left off, you had asked me, did Tony Buzbee respond to Jay-Z?
Yes.
And he did. So he responded 2 ways.
While Jade Seiskamp is on the defensive, insiders close to the rapper have hinted that this case is personal for him. Sources claim that Jade feels Buzbee is targeting him specifically due to his billionaire status and high-profile image, hoping to provoke a settlement to avoid public embarrassment. Huff does not want to be anyone's scapegoat. One insider allegedly said he's not going to let someone exploit his name for a quick payday. This sentiment was reportedly echoed in private conversations, where Jay-Z is said to have expressed frustration over being dragged into allegations he vehemently denies. For someone who's been meticulous about maintaining his public image, this case is more than just a lawsuit, it's a direct attack on his legacy. Adding fuel to the fire, rumors have surfaced that Roc Nation is considering filing counterclaims against Buzbee himself. Legal analysts suggest this could include defamation or malicious prosecution, particularly if they can prove that Buzbee knowingly filed baseless claims. Roc Nation insiders have hinted at the possibility of using Buzbee's alleged pattern of behavior in court, citing past lawsuits in which he aggressively pursued high-profile figures. This isn't the first time he has gone after celebrities. One source pointed out, it is a strategy, and they are ready to expose it. If these counterclaims move forward, it could escalate the battle into an even more complex and protracted legal war.
That's life. Everything is life. It happens for you. Everything is for your greatest good.
Meanwhile, some industry experts are questioning whether this very public foe could hurt the broader entertainment landscape. With both sides airing dirty laundry, the case has already sparked debates about the ethics of celebrity lawsuits. Some are arguing that it sets a dangerous precedent, where high-profile figures become easy targets for legal harassment. Others, however, believe it's a necessary reckoning for an industry often accused of sweeping misconduct under the rug. The stakes are enormous, not just for Jay-Z and Buzbee, but for the culture of accountability in Hollywood and beyond.
I think, like I said, for me, I was going to ask y'all what y'all predictions is. For me, if Jay-Z is successful at what he's doing right now, this is going to set a principle for a lot of these type of cases.
And speaking of inconsistencies, the alleged victim at the center of the lawsuit has admitted that parts of her story don't add up. During a recent interview with a major news outlet, she acknowledged that some key details, like who picked her up after the alleged incident and which celebrities she interacted with, might be incorrect. Despite this, she insists her core claims remain true. While this admission has cast doubt on her case, it hasn't stopped Buzbee from pressing forward. In fact, he is now accusing Jay-Z and his team of using intimidation tactics to discredit his client and derail the case.
Buzbee said because he's alleging that Jay-Z's team and Jay-Z had private investigators and a bunch of people reaching out to former employees of the firm.
But there is more to this story than just courtroom drama. The personal dynamics between the key players are adding another layer of intrigue. Yates Sites lawyer Alex Spiro recently claimed that Jay-Z and Diddy were never close friends, suggesting that their relationship was strictly professional. This statement has sparked a wave of backlash, as fans have unearthed countless videos and photos that seem to tell a different story. From public appearances to heartfelt shoutouts, the two men have often referred to each other as family. In one particularly memorable clip, Diddy even mentioned how Jay-Z skipped his daughter's recital to perform at the 20th anniversary of Diddy's record label. If that is not friendship, what is? Then there's Nicki Minaj, who has stepped into the ring with some scathing comments of her own. Nicki has publicly sided with Buzbee, calling out Jay-Z and Roc Nation for what she sees as a pattern of questionable behavior. She's even brought up past allegations involving Jay-Z relationships with much younger women, demanding answers and accountability. Nicki's involvement has added fuel to an already raging fire, with her fans amplifying her accusations on social media. It is clear that Nicki isn't afraid to take on Jay-Z or Roc Nation, and her comments have only increased the public scrutiny surrounding the case.
She is, just her name alone just defines greatness, right? You know, like just her.
Meanwhile, Buzbee's feud with Roc Nation shows no signs of slowing down. In his latest lawsuit, he has accused Marcy Croft and Quinn Emanuel of directly orchestrating the alleged scheme to bribe his clients. He has also pointed to Croft's social media posts, which highlight her connections to Roc Nation as evidence of her involvement. According to Buzbee, this isn't just about one or two isolated incidents. He claims that more than 24 former clients of his firm have been targeted in similar ways. The alleged goal: to discredit Buzbee and undermine his ability to represent his clients effectively. Roc Nation, for its part, has categorically denied all of Buzbee's allegations. In a statement, the company dismissed his lawsuit as nothing more than a distraction, calling it a pathetic attempt to deflect attention from his own legal troubles. Marcy Croft has also spoken out, describing Buzbee's claims as fantastical and baseless. She insists that her firm has done nothing wrong and looks forward to having the case dismissed. But despite these denials, the accusations are already taking a toll on Roc Nation's reputation, with critics questioning whether the company's aggressive legal tactics have crossed the line.
After they are done with Diddy, Jay-Z is up next to be exposed, right?
As if the situation weren't messy enough, Buzbee has now filed a letter with the court, accusing Jay-Z's team of engaging in bad faith tactics to rush the case to dismissal. It has even suggested that Jay-Z's legal team is twisting the inconsistencies in his client's story to intimidate her and discourage other potential plaintiffs from coming forward. Buzbee is adamant that his client deserves her day in court, and he has vowed to continue fighting no matter how fierce the opposition. And while the legal battle rages on, the public response has been just as intense. Fans and critics alike are divided, with some rallying behind Buzbee and his client, while others are staunchly defending Jay-Z and Roc Nation. Social media has become a battleground, with both sides trading accusations and dissecting every new development in the case. The involvement of high-profile figures like Nicki Minaj has only added to the drama, turning what started as a legal dispute into a full-blown spectacle.
And that's the sad part, because whether it's a real lawsuit or something that you're just shooting to see if you can get some money, you can sue anybody for anything. But the sad thing about it is, if the person loses that suing, nothing happens.
It is worth noting that this isn't the first time Roc Nation has faced criticism for its aggressive business practices. Over the years, the company has been accused of everything from underhanded tactics to outright exploitation. But this case is different, It's not just about money or contracts, it is about allegations that strike at the heart of Roc Nation's public image. For a company that prides itself on philanthropy and social justice, these accusations are especially damaging. So, where does this leave us? On one hand, you have Tony Buzbee, a lawyer known for taking on high-profile cases and refusing to back down, no matter the odds. On the other hand, you have Jay-Z and Roc Nation, a global powerhouse with the resources to fight back against any legal challenge. The stakes are incredibly high, and the outcome of this case could have far-reaching implications for everyone involved. As the battle continues to unfold, one thing is clear: this is far from over. With new lawsuits being filed and fresh accusations surfacing almost daily, the drama shows no signs of slowing down. And while the truth may eventually come to light, for now the court of public opinion is in full session. Zoe, what do you think? Is Tony Buzbee a fearless advocate standing up to powerful forces, or is he just chasing headlines? And what about Jay-Z? Do you believe he is an innocent man caught in the crossfire, or is there more to the story than he is letting on? Share your thoughts below and stay tuned. This is one story you don't want to miss.